What do you do if you suspect your son or daughter might have autism spectrum disorder or ASD? Our goal in this video is to help clarify options and suggest next steps. Please remember, the information in this program is not meant to diagnose or treat. It should not take the place of consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Parents are usually the first to detect the signs of autism. If you suspect your child has autism, I cannot emphasize enough the urgency of contacting your doctor or your state's early intervention agency about getting your child screened. You can do your own developmental screening in less than 10 minutes using the modified checklist for autism in toddlers available for free at m-chat.org. It will guide you through a 20-question survey about your child's behaviors and milestones. It automatically calculates the score, and most parents find it's easy to do. Studies have consistently shown that early intervention offers the best chances for improving a child's progress and outcomes. If a child receives proper behavioral treatment before entering primary school, the symptoms of autism can often be significantly reduced and even eliminated in some cases. The MChat will identify your child as being at low, medium, or high risk for autism. And remember, a screening result is not the same as a diagnosis. And a screening result indicating risk does not mean your child will be diagnosed with autism. However, if the MChat instructs you to contact a professional, you must do so immediately. Start by talking to your child's doctor or nurse. Ask them for a referral to see a specialist, such as a psychologist. And don't take no for an answer. If your child is under 3 years of age, also immediately contact your local early intervention agency. An early intervention agency provides services and support to babies and young children with developmental delays and disabilities and to their families. This may include speech therapy, physical therapy, behavioral treatment or ABA, and other types of services based on the needs of the child and the family. Early intervention programs are available in every state and territory. These publicly funded programs provide services for free or at a reduced cost for any child who's eligible. Your nurse or doctor should be able to direct you to an early intervention agency in your area. You can also find a list of early intervention agencies by state at the CDC website, cdc.gov. Type early intervention and the name of your state in the search bar, or simply Google early intervention agencies near me. A doctor's referral is not necessary to contact or begin services at an early intervention agency. Tell them, I have concerns about my child's development and I would like to have my child evaluated to find out if he or she is eligible for early intervention services. You can also contact the Global Partnership for Telehealth, a nonprofit organization and one of the sponsors of this program. The Global Partnership for Telehealth can put you in contact with a specialist, possibly through an online appointment. Early intervention can make a huge difference. The sooner intervention starts, the better the chance your child has at developing the vital skills they need to succeed. Due to the rapid growth and flexibility of a child's brain between birth and age 5, research shows that when a child receives intensive behavioral intervention during toddler and preschool years, up to half of them will be caught up to their milestones by elementary school, and the other half will show significant progress. Unfortunately, however, without early behavioral intervention, a child is very unlikely to catch up on their own. And once they reach elementary school age, it is very difficult for them to ever fully reach the same level as their peers. So don't wait. Screen your child at m-chat.org and talk to your nurse or doctor. If your child is 3 years of age or older, contact your local special education planning office. Contact any public school in your area and they can direct you. They will probably need to evaluate your son or daughter using a team approach, and you will have the chance to provide input. Even if your child has an autism diagnosis provided by a doctor or psychologist, he or she will still need to be evaluated by the school to show that they are eligible to receive school-based services. If your child is determined to be at risk through screening, the next step is to get a formal diagnosis from a professional qualified to conduct a diagnosis, including a licensed psychologist or a developmental pediatrician. The people at your local early intervention agency or the Global Partnership for Telehealth can assist you in locating these specialists. If your child receives a formal diagnosis, it is important that you ask for a comprehensive report that includes the diagnosis in writing as well as a recommendation for treatment. Now, the doctor may not be able to provide this for you at the appointment, as it may take some time to compile, but be sure to follow up and obtain this report as soon as it's available. If your child does receive a diagnosis of autism, understand that it will be challenging for you to learn that your child has a disorder. It is an emotional and confusing time for parents. It's likely you will experience a range of emotions. Many people experience some of the same stages commonly associated with grieving. Part of moving forward is dealing with your own needs and emotions along the way. Even though it is your child who has the diagnosis, it's important to acknowledge that autism affects the whole family. Talk about autism with your children and family members. Be comfortable describing the disorder to others. If you're comfortable with the topic, they will be comfortable too. And finally, be prepared to begin behavioral intervention therapy immediately. Research has clearly shown that behavioral intervention therapy, based on applied behavior analysis, or ABA, is the best treatment approach. It is really important to begin this intervention as soon as possible in order to help your child reach their full potential. The Early Intervention Agency in your area can help you locate a behavioral therapist. These services are covered by all insurance plans, including Medicaid. Some services can also be provided online. Acting early can make a real difference.